Hey everybody, welcome if you are new to the channel of your favorite or soon to be favorite Bookworm Twink Supreme. If you like twinks and if you're tired of seeing them getting railed on Pornhub and would rather see them talk about books instead, I highly suggest looking for the subscribe button and fingering it. Also, while you're down there in the comment section, I suggest looking for the bell and hitting that too so you get notified whenever I post shit. It's a fun time, trust me. Anywho, so I did a vlog, and this vlog is a sequel to a vlog that I had done in the past, and in that vlog I read some disturbing ass books. Just to reiterate, whenever I am depressed, I don't like reading happy books. I don't want to hear about how amazing somebody's fucking life is. How precious. No, I want to read books that make me want to move to Mars, and I certainly did. This time. Now, last time I did some research and there were just so many books that I wanted to get to, but I didn't want to upload like a feature-length film to YouTube of me reading a bunch of books. No, I decided to chop it up. So today you're going to be seeing the sequel. Today you're going to be seeing the other books that were super disturbing that didn't make it to the last vlog, but made it into this vlog. Also, good news for a lucky commenter. This person commented one other fucked up book that's in the vein of Survivor, which was my favorite book of the last vlog. The Summer I Died by Ryan C. Thomas. Wow. So that comparison alone, along with the many reviews on Goodreads with people saying that this book royally fucked them up, had me going, hey, I would like to partake. So I read The Summer I Died, and it's in this vlog. The other two books I read were In the Miso Soup by Ryu Murakami because one, it's got some hype, and two, I read Ryu's other book called Audition in my Summerween vlog, linked down below. And the other book I read is The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum because what disturbing book vlog would be complete without a Jack Ketchum book? Shame on me for not having a Jack Ketchum in the previous vlog, but eventually I got to it. Also, there are still so many more books that I want to read. So if you have any suggestions, comment them down below, and they might show up in a part 3. Who knows? We shall see. Also, trigger warnings. I'm not going to say what specifically happened because some people, you know, they complain that it gives away aspects of the plot that they would rather not know. So I'm just going to say this. Please, 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 do your due diligence. I would argue that the books that I read in this vlog were not way worse, but a little bit worse than the ones I read in the prior vlog, especially with certain details that are written about in, you know, The Summer I Died. That book was a lot, and calling that book a lot is an understatement. So without further ado, on to the vlog. Good morning, everybody. Wow, it's so early. Hello, it is dawn where I am in the world. And it is so gloomy today. Like, I don't know if you can tell because I have a camera's contrast up, but it is like so. Let's see if I can focus in. It appears that I can't. But it is so gloomy today and the weather is terrible. So I just started my first book of the vlog, and that is In the Miso Soup by Ryu Murakami. And this is my second time reading a book from this author. The last time I read a book from him was Audition, which I thought was really good. I read that book for my Summerween vlog, and I had an actual blast. It was very dark and mysterious, and it had a lot of things that were very unexpected. And this book seems to have that same vibe. I'm pretty far in now. I'm almost halfway. I'm not sure why this book is so disturbing. It isn't nearly as... I'm not gonna spoil. But it doesn't go to places that are as shocking as Audition just yet. It potentially could, but I haven't seen it just yet. What I will say is that this book reminds me a lot of the film Before Sunrise, the one with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. And the reason I say this is because we follow these two people as they are having various conversations about life and society, but instead of them meeting on a train and deciding to go off into Vienna together, we follow a man named Kenji, who is this young Japanese man, and he is a tour guide to this man named Frank, except they're not just touring Japan, the sights and history, no, they're touring the red light district. So we see them going to various red light district establishments like peep shows and girly bars, all the while Kenji suspects that Frank is a serial killer. So things are getting intense. Quite the setup. I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't know if I'm enjoying this as much as Audition, but I'm definitely enjoying it a lot and cannot wait to see where this story goes. I'm actually in the mood to play some video games, so let's go do that. Anyway, yeah, check in soon. Oh, continue. Don't stop on account of me. Oh, you wanna be friends? Let's be friends, please. Oh, I'm scared to touch him. He looks a bit wild. But look at him, he's so calm in my presence. Love it, love it. Alright, so I am going to be playing the Ada version of Resident Evil 4 because I finished playing the Leon one and it took me forever to finish. Oh shit, damn! Pancake in your face! Shit, I forgot how to run. Oh shit, somebody, no. This is no way to treat a lady. How do I ring the fucking bell? Where's the bell? She's like, oh no! Let me go! Fucking buy me dinner first. Ugh. Okay, I don't know how she survived that. This bitch is confident. Oh my gosh. You know what? Had enough of your bullshit. Oh shit! I spoke too soon! Face me. For I am woman, motherfucker! Bam, bitch. Yes, I'll take the fucking ammo. Dude, I'm gonna fucking get killed. Hello, okay, I just wanna check in real quick. I just got to a scene that I think is why this book is on so many most disturbing books of the year/world list. Definitely a lot more extreme than Audition. I don't want to say what happens, but it involves an ear and a tampon and other things. And yeah, I'll let you find out for yourself. Also, I am about 70% in, and I'm really liking what the book says about concepts like loneliness and how they are experienced in different ways, especially from cultures like the US and cultures in Japan, and how Japanese culture, despite being one of the richest countries in the world, you see people just working themselves to death everywhere. It's interesting seeing something like this written in a book that came out quite long ago, because when I went to Japan in 2015, whenever you go to a restaurant, especially in the big cities like Tokyo, people aren't enjoying their meals. No, they're eating alone and with a laptop in front of them. They are work, 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 no play. A culture of hard work. And there was also this really interesting conversation that Kenji had with Frank. It involved a bum, and he was thinking about how gross the bum smelled, and then he starts thinking to himself about how, why is it such a universal agreement that a bum should smell bad, but a baby that smells like milk smells good? Like, when did the entire world agree on that? And is this a microcosm for many cultural things and cultural norms? I don't know, but it had me thinking. It was interesting. And there's also like so much, I'm trying to speak in hushed tones because I live in a place with other people, but there's also so much commentary on the Japanese sex industry and commentary on how men have gotten so lonely that there's an increased demand for women in the sex industry, no matter how your body type looks. And then there was also a really interesting part about how Japanese people like seeing foreigners enjoy themselves in Japan. Whenever they see a foreigner having fun in their bars, they think, hey, there's validation in this establishment from international communities. This must be a world-class bar. We should drink here. So yeah, really interesting so far, really enjoying it. We'll check in when I'm done. Anyway, check in soon. Okay, I'm currently on a run, and I'm sorry for the decline in quality because I'm filming this on my phone. But yeah, last night I stayed up till 4:30 reading The Summer I Died, and okay, I will have more concrete thoughts soon. So it's pretty interesting so far. Based on what I have read, I can tell you that we follow these two boys, one named Roger, the other named Tooth, which is a nickname, and his real name is like Merlvin or something. And they are two young men. Roger is in college and Tooth just works in that place they grew up in, and they're spending the summer together. now they spend their days basically bantering, and their bantering is really good. Like, it adds a lot of dimension and realisticness to their characters. And basically they go into the woods and do target practice, and I feel like there's been a lot of foreshadowing so far. I don't know, like, not much has been happening. We've just been getting acquainted with them, getting acquainted with their lives. The reason I chose this book was because it was recommended by a subscriber named Ophelia. And Ophelia, they told me that this book was like super fucked up, which I was completely in the mood for, so I instantly got a copy of it. And I know other people have been suggesting books, and yes, please keep suggesting disturbing books. Like, I think Matt put Exquisite Corpse, and I think Gio put this book called Hog. I will try to get to those at some point, but for now, when I researched all the books, like, this one was the one that had the most extreme reaction on Goodreads, so it's the one I'm most curious about. My arm is getting really fucking tired. I got to a scene where they hear a distress call, like they hear a woman screaming in the woods. So they're frantically trying to find her. Perhaps this scene will be the catalyst which changes everything and shows to me why the book has the reputation it does. I don't know, we shall see. But so far I'm really loving the characters, I'm loving the summer vibes, I'm loving the realisticness of the dialogue, and I'm sweating my ass off. So I'm gonna go back inside and get some more reading in, alright? Hello, I am pretty far into The Summer I Died by Ryan C. Thomas, and I have some thoughts, and these thoughts are a lot of thoughts, and I don't know what to say, so I have some notes, and I need to open my notes because I am at a loss for words. Alright, let's do this. So, let me just say that the beginning of the novel is relatively tame, and you're not gonna know why this book is like on so many most disturbing books ever written lists. And for a long time I was like, why is this book on those lists? Like, there's not really much happening. Until we get to chapter 10, okay? Chapter 10 onwards is fucking August Underground. I personally can't imagine putting words like this to paper. I'm not gonna spoil what happens throughout the book, and I'm not gonna say specifically every single thing of torture that happens, but I am gonna describe one scene, just to illustrate to you why this book is disturbing. And this scene happens very early on, so yeah. So a woman gets axed in the head, and she's like not a main character, but then she gets put upon this stove and she burns, and you can see like her fucking back, like the skin off her back that's touching the stove, like burning off. It is. And then her arm gets cut off, and the bad guy gets the cut off arm, and he drinks the blood, and then he, with a bloodied mouth, makes out with the book's protagonist. And this is pretty early on. Like, trust me when I say that this is a Disney movie compared to what happens in the rest of the book. Like, I am pretty far in because it's a pretty short book, and it has just gotten worse and worse and worse, and this book reminds me a lot of The Troop, actually, because what Nick Cutter does in that book is he really gets you to like the characters so much. The main cast of boys, like, they really sound like people their age, and you really start to like them and empathize with them. And then Nick Cutter does what he does to this cast. The same thing applies here. Like, we really love Tooth, we really love Roger, we really love their banter. We even see glimpses of their relationship with their parents, and their dynamic is very believable. So when you see these things happen to them, it doesn't feel like cheap exploitation. You know, this feels like people you know actually suffering. Like, the way Ryan C. Thomas writes about mental and physical suffering is as if you are in there in the book with these characters, and it's just so grueling and so intense, and there's no way in hell they can turn this into a movie. Maybe they can if they cut out significant parts, but so far it's just a lot. And yeah. Also, the other night, I forgot to vlog about this, but I finished In the Miso Soup by Ryu Murakami. Really, really good. I don't really have much to say that I haven't already said about that book, because like when I last vlogged about it, I was nearly done. So just saying, I finished the book. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. Not sure what I'm gonna pick up next, but yeah, probably gonna play some video games now. Update soon. Oh shit, no! Get the fuck away from me, bitch! Is that fucking bitch blowing fire at me? What happens when you open up a barrel in this game? You get weed! This bitch. Bam! Get him in the dick! Feminism. No! I do not want to know what's behind door number 2! Ambush! Haha. Like my kicks? Oh my gosh. Women not supporting other women. What you want, bitch? What you want, bitch? Oh, loser! Too slow. Hi everybody. So I just got finished shooting some fucking zombies. It was a lot of fun, but I was like, I need to stop doing this and actually read the books for my reading blog, which I did. And I finished The Summer I Died. I loved it a lot, even though it was a lot, and by a lot I mean, for the first 60 pages, you're gonna be like, why is this book on so many most disturbing lists? And after page 60, literally from chapter 10 up until the end of the book, you will be like, oh, okay, I see. Because while other books cut to black, with this book, we are there for the whole freaking thing. I said this before, but I must emphasize, this book is not for the faint of heart. And even if you think you can handle it, you probably can't. Because I was like, the fuck am I reading? This book isn't a book you read. This is a book you survive. Hell, I wouldn't even call this a book. To me, this was like a roller coaster ride into the 9th circle of hell. Period. And when you arrive at the circle, it stops right in front of Satan himself so he can ask you, yo, you okay? I wasn't okay. I wasn't okay in the slightest. I was like, bruh. And what's so effective is the fact that you actually get to care about the characters because they are so well written. And this whole story exists in a world where concepts like fairness and justice just don't necessarily exist. And by that I mean to suggest that the real world is fair is one of the stupidest things anyone can say, frankly. This book is exceptional, honestly. This book is fantastic. It's one of the best horror books I've ever read. And I'm thinking of sending the author the bill to my therapy and a handwritten thank you note because this book was fucking amazing. Update soon. Hey everyone. So I started reading The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum because how can you have a most disturbing books vlog without having a Jack Ketchum book in, right? But I chose to go with this one because it actually followed a true crime story that I was very familiar with, the case of Sylvia Likens. Bailey Sarian did a video on it, and I've actually done further reading on the case, so I wanted to see how this author would adapt this horrific crime to real life. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what happened, the real case is about this 14-year-old girl and her younger sister whose parents worked in the circus, and because I think they had school, their parents couldn't take them along. So this woman named Gertrude, this awful monster, offered to let these two girls stay in the house with her on the condition that the dad would pay her $20 rent. So that happened, but while these two girls were staying in the house, this Gertrude woman decided to lock Sylvia up in the basement and have these neighborhood boys and girls, and her own kids torture her in the basement for a long time until she eventually died. So this book follows that story, but so far I can tell that there have been changes. Like instead of the parents going off in the circus, in this case the parents have died. So the names have changed, the setting has changed, and the circumstances have changed. We follow this girl named Meg and her younger sister, of course, and they are orphans living with their aunt because their parents died in a car crash, I believe. And so far everything that's happened has happened in real life. Like I'm significantly pretty far into the book already, and there's this one chapter, I don't know what chapter it is, but there's this one chapter that has only one sentence in it that literally gave me goosebumps because that's when the difficult stuff really starts to happen. Now, this story isn't told from the point of view of either girl, rather it takes place from the point of view of one of the boys. We look at the story from the perspective of an outsider looking in, and because of that, there's a certain coyness to the violence, but the reading experience is still extremely difficult. Let me just put that out there. For a long time, this book doesn't feel like a horror book. It feels more like a slice of life. There is some foreshadowing in the beginning, so let me just put that out there. When the horribleness starts, you get pulled back down to earth because this book reminds you that these people experiencing cruelty are people. They're still people. So there's a very human dimension to this story, which makes it all the more disturbing. And this is probably the most depressing book I've read so far for this list. But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish it up. I stayed up until very late last night finishing The Girl Next Door, and I did like the book. I thought it was quite good. A lot of things that happened in this book happened in real life. Everybody in this book felt like a real person. Perhaps the one that felt most like a boogeyman would perhaps be the mom, Ruth, so the Gertrude character. But then she was a monster in real life, so I can hardly fault Mr. Ketchum for that. This was a very well-written book, very brutal, very disturbing, probably the most sad book that I have probably... Oh, it's raining. Is it raining? Oh shit. Let me back it up a bit. I don't want to get rained on. Probably one of the saddest books I've ever read. It left me feeling very depressed and distraught. Yeah, these are my raw thoughts. I'll probably have more opinions when I do my wrap up. I'm probably gonna have to take a break from disturbing books for a while. So I'm gonna be reading A Court of Wings and Ruin. And yeah, check in soon. So that was the vlog. That was everything I have opinions on. I don't really have a favorite this time around, but what I did do is I reviewed all of them on my Bookstagram, which I'm gonna link down below. Socials linked down below, along with the previous vlog I did and my summer Halloween vlog. And if you're wondering why I already have reviews of these books up, it's because I was lazy and it took me forever to edit this vlog. Same can be said for every single vlog I do. Also, my wrap up, like I need to wrap up 20 books from July, so I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but the prospect of doing it does not bring me joy. But I will do it for you. Hold me accountable. Anyway, that was the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Like and comment and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and I will love you forever. And as always, I hope to see you in future videos, but until then, take care. I lose myself